survey analysis. That's what we're doing. And this survey was done, I can't remember when it was. It was a while ago. It was months ago. Must be over 6 months ago now. And I asked people for their opinions on my content. And we're going to go through all the results now and see what conclusions we can come to through it. We got pie charts, we got spreadsheets, we got graphs, we got all the good stuff. So, let me quickly make sure this is on the right screen, which it wasn't.
Oh, what a scumbag!
We'll go here. Dialga with the subscription. Thank you so much, Dialga. This will also end up on Broughy's Random Bits, because people might be interested to see the results. You know, was it really September? Anyway, people who actually filled in the survey in September might still be interested in the results. So this will go up on Random Bits. So if anybody who's watching live on Twitch wants to, you know, say hello YouTube in the chat. Hello people of YouTube. Thank you, Diego, for the subscription. Let me just quickly switch this session. There we go. Hello everyone, I'm Broughy1322, and in this IRO video we'll be taking various pieces of data around a spreadsheet to see which scum are truly done. This is what we subscribe for. Yes, this is what we subscribe for. The spreadsheets, the pie charts, the data analysis. This is what it's all about. These Friday streams are the best. Because it contains all the people who are interested enough to watch this. Right, so yeah. The first question was sex and age. So 97.7% of people were male. That isn't surprising. We had 7,059 respondents. In the actual spreadsheet that we'll see later on, I think it ended up being 7,040 something or other. There were sort of 10 or 15, you know, stupid ones that I just got rid of. But apart from that, I was pretty amazed that we had 7,000 people respond to this survey. Like, absolutely amazing. So thank you to everybody who filled this out. I don't know why it says 11,000 that were male when there's 7,000 respondents. That's wrong. But anyway, 97% male, 1% female. More people prefer not to say than were female. So, age, 12,000 responses. It says 7,000 responses here, but we actually had 12,000 responses. Oh, we had even more than I thought. This must just be the one at the responses at the top must be like maybe the lowest answered question. We actually had 12,000 responses. You get that? Wow, that's more than I expected. 12,000 people answered this survey. That's incredible. Well, that makes more sense now that there was 11,700 males. Thank you, guys. 5,000 people got tired halfway through. Well, there were optional questions, to be fair. Those who didn't watch my Twitch streams didn't have to answer some of the questions for that. We did have a shark card giveaway for people who filled out the survey, so maybe that helped. Anyway, age. How many 0 to 9? It must be. It's so small that it doesn't exist, and I would guess that anybody who actually put 0 to 9 was just trolling anyway. So 10 to 19 was the largest audience, 55.4%. That's crazy. More than 50% in the 10 to 19 range. More surprising, not that that's my view. Like, when you look at my viewer analytics on YouTube, it's actually the 20 to 29 and 30 to 39 range that most watch my videos. But I'm really surprised that all you teenagers actually took the time to fill out this survey. Maybe you have nothing. You don't have jobs. You don't have anything better to do than fill out a survey to maybe win a shark card. That's what it is. And so I've just lost all my audience in the 10 to 19 category. Moving on. 20 to 29, 33% was next. 30 to 39 was 7%. 40 to 49 was 2%. 50 to 59, 0.5%, and we had 12 respondents in the 60 to 69 category, and then 70 plus, there probably wasn't any. The largest group not old enough to buy the game when it came out. Fantastic. If your birth year starts with a 2, you're suspect. Can we make the results bigger? Hang on, let me zoom in. How's that? Is that better? So, probably most people have YouTube accounts where they are older to watch restricted content. That's true. That's a good point. Pro streamer. Yes. See. All right. Country of residence. We're gonna skip this because I have a specific spreadsheet set out for this. Because as you can see, the problem that I had with this, and then England, United Kingdom, UK, United States of America, United States, USA, United States. So. Yeah. Never ever again will I, and this is a tip for anybody who decides to do a spreadsheet where they're getting information about where people live. Give them a drop-down menu. Give respondents a drop-down menu for the country. Don't let them type it in themselves because you'll get stuff like this. Netherlands and the Netherlands. And then you'll get people from the US putting in their state instead of their country. And you'll also get people from the US putting in stuff like, see if I can find it. Or people from England putting in England is my city. Oh, damn it, it's on other. But yeah, UK with dots, UK without dots, United Kingdom, it's just a mess. So I had to sort all this out manually. So we've got the information for that on a separate spreadsheet. But yeah, never again am I going to let people type in their country of residence. I couldn't believe it when I first saw states instead of, like, do people in America really not know that the US is their country and the state is just a part of that? But yeah, people in the US also put, what did they put? America and stuff like that. It was a mess. So I've sorted that all out manually. How long have you been watching my content? And this was, 6 months ago now? So, 0 to 6 months was 14%. 6 to 12 months was about the same. 0 to 6 months was the 2017 GTA testing gun running DLC and MCC Season 4 when it started, which hasn't been completed yet. 6 to 12 months was the bikers and import-export DLCs. 1 to 2 years was the most people, and that makes sense because I got a lot of people from the Cunning Stunts DLC. The Cunning Stunts DLC was the biggest increase in Sock Vortex with the 10 bits. We just established that your audience is 10 to 19 and you're now asking them to be illogical. Yeah, that was the biggest increase in subscriber numbers that I've ever seen on my channel. I think I got like 16,000 subscribers in 1 month, which is huge for me. But we got, 25% of respondents were from the 2 to 3 year range with the new gen lap testing and MCC Season 2. So we got quite more than half of people have been around for a good few years. 15% have been around for 3 to 4 years with the old gen stuff and MCC Season 1. And only 56 people who filled out this survey, and to be honest, I question that as well. I imagine that is less than 56, and people would have just answered that anyway, have been here more than 4 years. I only know of one person on my channel who's been here since before GTA 5 existed, who has, comments or anything like that. Before GTA 5 existed on my channel, and it was all the, the Gears of War stuff, so not quite. But either way, 1 to 2 years, these are the big two. I'm surprised that 3 to 4 years was more than the recent ones. Maybe I'm not doing the right things for bringing new people in, or maybe everyone who's interested is already here. I came here from G Unit. Yeah, there was a few comments on that. We'll see comments from where people found me as well later on. In fact, speaking of that, how did you first find me? So, out of 12,000 people, 6,500 of them, 56% of people found me through YouTube search for when searching specifically for GTA testing or info videos, which makes sense. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. There is natural bias in all kinds of surveys. You know, when you have reviews, for example, for products, you only get people who hate it or like it, generally, you know, filling out reviews. You don't get people who are just in the middle and kind of meh. And it's the same sort of thing with this. People who hate my content and want me to change something about it specifically, or people who really like me or want to support me specifically, are going to fill out this survey. Those people who just come to my channel for testing videos quickly and then leave aren't going to fill out any of this. So you do have to keep that in mind when you're analysing stuff like this. But yeah, testing videos obviously. I've often thought sometimes maybe I should have just turn my channel into GTA testing only, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm sure it would be more successful for my channel, but I would, you know, I'd miss doing all of the other stuff. Next was 10% of people found me from YouTube search for other GTA videos. I suppose there's still about 10% of people who found me via GTA not testing related. That's pretty good. Shout out from a large YouTuber, 7%. That's people who YouTubers over 100k subs. So you got the big ones who, I think Cunning Stunts was a big part of that as well. You know, that my videos about the new racing cars got spread around quite a lot. So bigger YouTubers shouted me out then. I saw quite an increase. Reddit is 4th on the list. That might surprise some people, but it doesn't surprise me. See you later, Flaming. Reddit was huge for me at the start. Reddit is the only I think Reddit is really the only reason I'm here now. Continue still testing. 7% of respondents came from Reddit. And going way back for my original testing videos, like the original old gen stuff, somebody decided to share. I had like maybe 200 subscribers when I made those videos, and then somebody posted that 4.5 years ago on Reddit, the GTA 5 subreddit, and that's when I started to just blow up. I used to have email notifications when I got a subscriber before then, and I had to turn it off. I gained like 2,000 subscribers in 2 days or something, and that was all because of Reddit. And then people I think on Reddit have generally shared my videos every now and then when something's been good. So I feel like from what I've seen when I've gone onto the subreddits on GTA, there's a few people who, you know, maybe get sick that my videos get posted up on Reddit. I mean, I don't do any of it. I don't organize it. I don't do anything like that. It's just people wanting to post things that are interesting. But it seems like a lot of people over on Reddit, you know, at least get some information from what I do and like what I do, which is nice. I like Reddit. I don't really use it that much myself, but yeah, a lot of people came from Reddit, it seems. It was difficult in those early days, though. The comments on I think I've still got a link to the original Reddit post that was shared about my original testing, and the comments on that. It's been an uphill battle over the last 4 years trying to get people to realise what I'm doing. Told by a Friend is in 5th place. That is actually a surprise to me, honestly. 5% of respondents. Word of mouth is quite powerful, isn't it? You don't get that sort of information from YouTube analytics, you know, where people find you. You can find out, you know, if they come from a website or something, but you don't get this kind of information. So that's pretty amazing. Thank you to those of you who spread the word of me. Shout out from a smaller YouTuber, also around 5%. So a few people in the chat said, you know, found you, GTA men mentioned you and stuff like that. So it's not to be underestimated. A bigger YouTuber, you know, has, according to this poll, a bigger YouTuber has only had about, you know, nearly just over 2% of a difference in terms of amount. So it's, it's nice when you get shout outs from anywhere, really. Saw name on forums or comments and searched. I'm surprised that's so high, honestly. 4% of people saw my name on some forums or comments of other people's videos, and they searched for what I do. Interesting. So those of you out there who...
Hello, people of YouTube. This is Broughy1322 talking, and welcome to the reinvention of a YouTube channel.
For those of you who go on these big YouTubers' channels when they post something stupid or ridiculous or something that doesn't make sense, and say, just watch Broughy's videos or something like that, I guess it has an effect, it helps. MB Hammer with the $10.12 indeed. Hello, people of YouTube. Hello, people of Broughy's Random Bits. Back when I recorded that donation sound 5 years ago or whatever it was, I didn't think I'd have a second channel with 10,000 subscribers. Thank you, MB Hammer, for the donation, man. For anyone who doesn't know, that's the donation sound for my very first YouTube commentary video. Then next up is YouTube search for non-GTA videos, 0.6%, Twitter, Twitch GTA page, Facebook, GTA Man. Has actually been mentioned enough that he got in the overall listing. These are all various different things, and then other. I do have more information on that, so we'll go through all the ways that people found me that they listed that weren't, these standard things. All right, YouTube content. This is where we get into the meat of it. Honestly, I don't remember how I ended up here, but it's good here, so I'm staying. Oh, well, that's nice. Track series has caused me to get some great racing playlists for me and my crew. That's good, Revy. I'm glad. I do need to try and work out to bring that back. So how many new videos of mine do you usually watch per week? 80 to 100% from 25% of people, pretty much. Another 25% of people, 60 to 80%. So more than 50% of people, 55% of people watch over 60% of my videos. Which, that's pretty good. I mean, I do such a... This is what I was saying earlier. This is such a diverse... There's such a diverse amount of videos that I do. There's series that I do a video for and then it doesn't come back for a month or something. So, it's pretty good. 40 to 60% is 23% of people. 20 to 40% of videos is 15% of people, and then 0 to 20% of videos is 7% of people. 7% of people watch, that's probably the people who only watch testing videos. And maybe some people in this 20 to 40% range as well. This is the only testing videos range. Maybe this is the only testing videos and GTA racing videos or fact-finding videos or info videos range. This is live stream footage range as well. And then all of it, the people who watch all of it are, all content, live stream stuff, GT Sport, all that kind of stuff. Which days do you usually watch videos on YouTube? Friday and Saturday. Saturday was the most, but not by much. This is really, it's interesting. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they're all more than weekday, but Tuesday is a pretty good day, but that's probably because of GTA DLC. But yeah, I try to, if I ever have some specific really, really high quality videos or videos that I want to be seen by as many people as possible, I will tend to upload it on a Friday or a Saturday or maybe even a Thursday so that it, people see it on a Friday or a Saturday. But the difference is pretty minimal. It's less than 1,000. It's only like 800 people out of 11,000 who answered the question that watch it on the worst day to the most watched day. So it's not really a big difference, to be honest. What times do you usually watch videos on YouTube? This is a much bigger difference. Evening is clearly the number one. 80% of people watch videos in an evening. Morning is 40%. I tend to watch some videos on a morning, or maybe stuff that I can listen to in the background. Afternoon 55%, night 70%. So evening and nighttime, again, my videos are all pretty much, they all get uploaded at about 5 p.m. UK time. That is why I uploaded the 5M video today, yes. But yeah, I always tend to upload at 5 p.m. UK time, and that allows it to be, for those who are in Europe or further east, that'll be the evening nighttime time, and then for those over on the western side, America and all that kind of stuff, it'll be the afternoon going into the evening. So I would never upload a video that's gonna be morning for most people or when people are sleeping. But that's pretty expected that most people watch videos on an evening. But yeah, different time zones is a tricky thing when you're trying to work out when the best time is to upload videos. Have you ever watched any of my videos made from before you first found me? So this was to see if anybody goes back and watches some of my videos. Like, they find me, they find a testing video, they enjoy it, they subscribe. Do people actually go back and look at my past catalogue? Because I feel like it's not something that it happens on YouTube very often, but it's something that I wish happened more, because I care about all my past videos. I try to make all my videos, be able to stand the test of time. So I kind of wish it would happen more, but we'll see. So the people who have browsed the entire channel and watched a lot, so maybe these are the people who go on my channel page and look at all the playlists, start a playlist, go through all the old videos and that kind of stuff, just enjoy all the old content, is around 37% of people. So that's not too bad. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. The answer of yes, but only key info videos or those I'm particularly interested in was 53% of people, which makes sense. People might. I'm pretty happy with that as well. That there's 50, almost 90% of people. Well, 89.9% of people have gone back and looked at my old videos to some degree, whether they've watched everything in a playlist or whether they've just watched stuff that's spoken to them, or some racing videos that look good or something like that. Doesn't matter as much, but the fact that 90% of people have gone back and watched something is really nice. Not really, but I've gone back and watched something if it has been linked or recommended in a new video is 8.4%. And then only 1%, well, 1.5% of people only watch newly created videos. So it is important to mention, old videos in new videos if it's about an interesting video. Maybe people will go back and watch. But that's pretty good that only 1.5% of people. But then again, you got to work out that this is part of that bias. The people who are answering this spreadsheet are the people who want to support me or like me or like what I do more. So, there is that inherent bias with this, that a lot of the people who only watch new videos or only watch testing videos, who never go back and look at my old videos, probably wouldn't be answering this spreadsheet anyway, this survey. How would you rate your enjoyment of each GTA 5 series on my channel? No surprises here. That lap time testing is number one. 9,000 out of 12,000 people love it. This was basically I watch some of the older showdown type vids every now and then. Can't even remember how many times I've watched the Rallycross event. The Rallycross event video was good. So yeah, the graph is tickling the key. That's how much people like the lap time testing. This was before the new stat videos, yes. This was before the GT Sport videos as well, I think. the server is full after your video. Oh, well, that's good, Insomniac. Good to know. But yeah, this was before the most expensive vehicles video, the heaviest vehicles video, that sort of stuff. So that will be not included in this, but I think that's also a popular series. I do need to get back to that, but yeah, lap time testing is number one, and I would say anything 3 or above is positive, to be fair. I can't even see if anybody I don't think anybody hate it for lap time testing. Only 187 people out of 12,000 said give it a rank of 2. Top speed testing is pretty much the same story, but not quite as much. More people giving it 3 and 4, less people giving it a 5, but still those two are the most enjoyable. GTA fact finding is next, it seems, with 5,000 people love it. Notice that there's no never watched on these two, apart from the top speed testing with 73 people. But GTA fact finding, 800 people, and the people who've never watched looks like it increases. Still the same sort of trend for fact finding, that people generally like the fact finding stuff. The GTA discussion is less. People give it 3 and 4 more than 5. So people don't really love the GTA discussion, but in general it's a positive thing, it seems. The live racing, a lot of people haven't watched that. The regular live series, a lot of people haven't watched that either. But the live racing has regained that trend where more people love it than, more people give it a 5 than a 4 than a 3 than a 2. So the live racing is good. GTA discussion is not needed, I don't think, but it's okay. The GTA Live series, the just random shenanigans. It's okay, but it's much more flat, so people aren't really as bothered about that, it seems. Content creator live streams, same sort of story, and I guess this
what a scumbag!
A lot of people. It's one of the things that I get asked about more so than anything else. But according to this, this is the majority. This has been the highest for never watched. Wondersniff with the 10 months in a row. Thank you so much, Wondersniff. Appreciate it. 2 more months to go until the Golden Snoopy. Never watched. This is the highest of all the GTA series for never watched. The content creator stuff. It's also pretty flat again. It's got the highest for 2 and 1 votes as well. So the content creator live streams are less liked than any other GTA series on my channel. Maybe I shouldn't be clamoring to work out to bring it back. I mean, I don't know.
What a scumbag!
Quiet Quan gifted a subscription to C. Balbuena for his 4 months in a row. Thank you, Quiet Quan, for the gift subscription. Too kind. And then the Multi-Class Endurance Championship, for those who love it. For those who watch it, they love it, it seems. A lot of people have never watched it, but again, it's getting that positive trend back again. Anything racing related seems to have this positive trend, which is a good sign. If it's flat like this, it's kind of like people are okay with it, but they don't dislike it, but it's not a favorite thing. And then the discussion stuff like this, where it goes up and down, is pretty unique to the discussion series, actually. People that tells me that people appreciate it and they don't want it to go away, but it's not their favorite thing. Yeah, the content creator stuff was super long. They are streams, so more people aren't going to want to watch those, I suppose. So, how would you rate your enjoyment of each non-GTA 5 series on my channel? This is where we see a lot of never watched. This is going to be a big change. So, special vlogs. A lot of people never watch special vlogs. A lot of people have never watched the Broughy Ramp, all the vlogs. A lot of people have never watched the vlogs. We've got that up and down curve again with the special vlogs. More people, are liking it than disliking it, but it's not one of their favourites. The Broughy Rambo's vlogs actually perform better than the special vlogs. That's interesting. I mean, there aren't many of the special vlogs, I suppose. And then the Broughy Explains vlogs perform even better than that. So those are my... In terms of vlogs, the Broughy Explains series is my most liked, which is no surprise again. I think the special vlogs are some of my favourite to produce. It's just that people don't, give them necessarily chance, and you don't see them all that often, so people forget about them maybe. But yeah, the Broughy Explained series, I need to try and work out how to bring that back. But you see what my problem always is? All of these series, GTA, non-GTA, it's impossible for me to do everything. Content creator stuff, if I bring that back, I have less time to do other things. If I get rid of product reviews, then I don't have a chance to do product reviews, but maybe I'll have more time for more fact-finding videos. If I get rid of the GTA Live series, then maybe I have more time for live racing. It's difficult. But yeah, product reviews, not many people have watched that one in comparison to the special vlogs. It's about the same. Still got that up and down thing. So people either like it or dislike it. It's very much in the middle. Choking Hazard Podcast is the maximum for never watched. That is the most, 4,500. That's the highest percentage for never watched of any series.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Nobody watches the podcast, and those who do watch it, give 2s and 3s are more prevalent than 4s and 5s. So it's not even as if the people who are watching it really, really love it. It's not like we've got 4,000 people never watched it and then 4,000 people who love it. It's just, maybe it is because they're long form videos, super long videos. I know that some people have been pointing out that people don't rewatch stuff that they've seen on Twitch, but you've got to think that 200 people, 300 people maximum are going to see stuff on Twitch, and there's 12,000 people just answering this survey. So I don't think it being on Twitch, people not watching again on YouTube after it already being on Twitch, is going to really affect the results that much. Just because it's such a small amount of people in comparison to how many people would ultimately watch the videos. Car368 with the subscription. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription, man. But you're always gonna get some series that. That's the thing when you're running a channel. I think on Twitch it's a lot. People come to watch your streams who really like you or what you do, or they'll sit here for a 4-hour stream and enjoy your participating games and stuff like that. But when it comes to YouTube, it's a completely different ball game because you have people coming for so many different reasons. Some people come to for video, subscribe to the channel because they want testing videos only. Some people don't give a damn about listening to a 2-hour podcast. Some people really do. It's just difficult finding that balance between what to do because I have so many different things. And if I take something away, like I haven't done a content creator video for a while, people keep asking me about it, even though, as we've seen from the spreadsheet, it's not one of the most liked GTA series anyway. It's difficult managing all these things, and it's often made me think, should I be reducing the amount of things I do, focus on just racing for GTA or just racing for 5M or something like that, and get rid of any other things. But I I like that variety for me as a creator, but I don't think it's good for me as a channel, like building a channel. People need to subscribe for something and know what they're getting all the time. But hey, it is what it is. So the Chugging has a podcast. The most never watched. That's how we can put it. Sock Vortex with the 10 bits. Idea for you: offer survey writing and data analysis as a service to other Twitch streamers and consult them on improving their channel. This is really thorough and impressive to an older viewer. Oh, well, thank you, Sock Vortex. I appreciate that. I feel like I did a good job with the survey. Some people complimented me on the survey when I made it. It's quite good. Thank you for the bits and the kind words. If I had time, maybe that would be something I could do. But yeah, it's I enjoy this kind of stuff as well. And BK Moto with the 2 months in a row. Don't really know what to say here, so F620 emote, of course. Thank you, BK Moto. That's the thing. Like, I always feel that when it comes to YouTube,
oh, what a scumbag!
I hate ASDFS with the subscription as well. Thank you so much, man. When it comes to YouTube, you can either focus on one specific thing and pump out videos about that specific thing to death, and you will do well with a channel from a just basic viewer subscriber number perspective, or you can put out a variety of things like what I try to do, and although your subscriber numbers, your viewer numbers across the board won't be as high, you'll probably build a better community behind it. And I prefer that community. I prefer doing these streams and having you guys and just having that community behind me who enjoy what I do, often regardless of what it is, rather than having a channel that has, maybe I could have a channel that has 500,000 subscribers now, or 1 million subscribers, if all I did was testing videos. 3 videos a week, 4 videos a week, all testing videos, testing different things for GTA, only testing. But that's not how I want to do things. And yeah, it has crossed my mind that maybe I would make the main channel just only testing and make the second channel all the other stuff. But my channel now has been I've put up so much other stuff on the main channel that I don't really want to change it at this point. Like, I've got all my special vlogs and Rambo vlogs and all that kind of stuff on the main channel. Switching all that over to the second channel, I don't know. It would make sense from a business perspective, I think, and a growth perspective of the main channel, but I don't think I would enjoy it as much. I kind of want to create a channel as a piece of work that people can enjoy and go back and enjoy various different things, rather than, splitting it up and taking my main channel just as a commodity or a business like these bigger YouTubers do with their channels. We enjoy what you enjoy. Well, yeah, you guys here on Twitch feel like that, I imagine, but that's not what the majority of people who subscribe on YouTube think. Insomniac with the subscription to the Thieves in the Night for the 2 months in a row. Thank you, Insomniac. Thieves in the Night, enjoy your 2 months. I'm hesitant to upload different things. See, Mikey, Central Gaming Hub. I was actually thinking of him when I was making that comment earlier. Like, he's got he does what he does so well, and he only uploads what he does. You've seen the growth in his channel with those, the showcase of a DLC every single time, a few testing stuff put in there with weapons and things like that. There's nothing else. There's no vlogs. There's no other games like I do. And that's why he's had that growth. If I only had testing videos on my main channel, I could probably have that growth as well. But instead, I've chosen to do it a different way. And that's just how it is. I think G-Freds could be a possible main channel thing. Yeah, G-Freds do surprisingly well on the second channel, I've got to say, but I think there would be way too many. It would just flood the main channel, to be honest. you know, G-Threads, for the people who like G-Threads, then I think the second channel is their place. The G-Threads are good. I've often thought this in the past as well, if G-Threads would have made my channel even more successful, because they have been very successful on the second channel, but they would just flood the main channel. I think people would get sick. People would come here for testing videos and then get, 3 videos of half an hour G-Thread races. I think it's a little bit too much. So GTA 4 Live, that's got some good results and a general upward trend. Again, with all these non-GTA 5 series, there's a good amount of people who never watch, but that's pretty good for the GTA 4 stuff. Special live stream highlights, that's actually done impressively well. Not as many people, I'm surprised with that because they don't get as good on the viewer numbers, but it seems like the people who watch them really like them, and I like making those videos because it just puts it into a video forever. Amazing moments that happened on our streams. I would hate to think all those special live stream moments ceased to be. We did them on a stream and then everybody forgot about them and they stopped being a thing. So I like making those because, like I said, I care about my content as a body of work that people can go back and watch in the future. I'm surprised with the results of that. People enjoy them. Maybe they're quite rewatchable. And the best of Twitch live stream compilations, which is not a thing anymore. People really love that, but I think we're getting to. Yeah, people really enjoyed that, but again, a lot of people never watched it either. So it's a sort of thing, it's a stark contrast that that blue bar for the GTA stuff. I mean, it's non-existent on the lap time and top speed, almost on the top speed anyway. The blue bar is so small in comparison to the blue bars on the non-GTA 5 stuff. It's something to think about, but I feel like I wouldn't get as much of a community feel. I wouldn't have such a good community if my main channel was only testing videos, only GTA racing, and I didn't have these special vlogs or ramble videos or discussion videos or live stream highlights or anything like that. I don't know. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. If you answered with 1, 2, or never watched to anything above, why? So this is where we'll find out why we see these, never watched, or why people don't like things. Number 1, 40%, these are pretty much the same. 40% of people, I don't have time to watch everything, is the number 1 reason. And number 2, which is pretty much the same, that type of content is not relevant to me. So that paints a picture of, 40% of people don't have the time. Maybe they would like to watch it, but this long form stuff like the content creator streams or the Choking Hazard podcast, it's just too long. They don't have the time. And then there's the other type of people who the content just isn't relevant to them. They just don't care. And that would be the people who only come for testing videos, or they only come for racing videos, or they only come for GTA videos, and they don't care about anything that's not GTA. That speaks volumes for why people aren't watching these things, especially the non-GTA stuff. The non-GTA stuff is for people who come to my channel for my personality. The GTA racing stuff for people who like racing, and the testing videos are for people who only want information and the fact-finding stuff. That is the most successful, but
Oh,
not
what
the
a
only thing.
scumbag!
Red 5 with the 2 months in a row. Yum. Thank you, Red 5. I appreciate it. How much do you think I could charge people for this? Going back on Sock Vortex's offer survey writing and data analysis as a service to other streamers and YouTubers and stuff. How much do you think I could charge for doing these surveys and analysing it for them? Maybe it could be lucrative. Maybe I can make it a side job. Thank you, Red 5, for the 2 months in a row. 35% of people just don't enjoy that type of content as well. So 35% of people, again, it's probably just the non-GTA stuff. They're just not, people just aren't interested. People come to my channel for GTA, they're not interested in non-GTA stuff. Then there's a big gap. Those are the three main ones. Don't have the time, not relevant, don't enjoy that type of content. Next up, 20% of people I didn't know it existed. That's interesting. That's really interesting. 20% of people just didn't know something existed. I need to do better with telling people about stuff, I guess. Going over old videos. Because, you know, that's the thing. If people don't look for old videos, or say there's an old series that a new video for that series doesn't come out for a while, people might not realize it's even a series. You know, the real life racing stuff. Wait, was the real life racing stuff on here? I didn't even put real life racing. Oh well. I thought real life racing was an option. No, there you go. Never mind. Maybe it's because I don't do it. Actually, it's not an active thing anymore. Almost 20% of people, the videos are too long. Yeah, there you go. That's what people were saying. I mean, it's not one of the top most reasons that people don't watch, but it's certainly significant. You know, nearly 20% of people don't watch what they don't watch because the videos are too long. And that will be speaking to anything that's over probably 10 minutes, 20 minutes on YouTube. I miss the real life racing as well. It's my favourite series I think I've ever done. Even you forgot about it. And then another almost 20%. I only care about GTA vehicle info, nothing else. So almost 20% of people who filled out this survey, they only care about GTA vehicle info. Don't care about anything else at all. Just GTA vehicle info. So if that's representative of my channel, and it probably isn't, it's probably more than that, because a lot of people who only care about GTA vehicle info wouldn't fill out this survey anyway. You know, that's just how it is. That's where I get the most viewers. That's where I get the most people coming to my channel. And I just have to hope that from those people, some other people decide to stay and watch some of my other stuff and enjoy what we do on streams and racing and all that kind of stuff. 3.5% episodes are too frequent, so I end up not watching any. That was before we moved the podcast to bi-weekly, and I've already seen it on a live stream. So again, that was it. There you go. That's exactly the amount that I said. 200 to 300 people. I said earlier. 300 people exactly gave that response that it's already on a live stream. That's not 20% of total viewership. Read the question above. 20% of people that never watch the extra content. Yeah, I suppose that's true. But then, again, like I said, there is a natural bias to people who watch more of my stuff in this survey. So there will be more people over on my YouTube, you know, on my YouTube in general, who just only care about testing. All of these other answers are impossible to see. Because they just filled in by random, people have filled them in themselves. But I think I have a separate document for those. Maybe I don't. But there's a lot of other responses anyway. I think when I originally looked at all these other responses, they were pretty much the same as what these responses were, just worded differently. Again, getting people to, not have the ability to write their own things in is always positive. Sock Vortex with the 5 bits. Fee starts with what each subscriber is worth to a streamer. Value proposition is the actionable data and experience you provide them concerning content. Hard to put a value on it here, but it definitely has value to consider. Well, thanks, Sock Vortex. I appreciate that. So, how much would you like to see each of the following videos on my channel? Oh, that's where real life racing is. So blue is not interested and will never watch. Red is not too interested but may check them out. Yellow is somewhat interested and would watch frequently. Green is very interested and would watch them all. So proper racing games was pretty... People are pretty, okay, relatively interested. So we've since done GT Sport since then. And we had quite a few good numbers for GT Sport. It did tail off towards the end. I mean, I'm not finished with it yet if I return to it, but the viewer numbers for each subsequent episode went down, but they weren't bad by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah, that makes sense. Not too interested, but might check them out if it's interesting or something like that. Get away with your F620 emotes, you scumbags. Non-racing online games. Yeah, people aren't really interested in these. There's a certain amount of people who are, they would watch everything, but the trend for this one is starkly different to the trend for this one. People are much more interested in proper racing games than non-racing games. More GTA info videos. More GTA racing videos. These are the only two that have green as the maximum, as the most. Real life racing actually does pretty well. People want real life racing back more than they want proper racing games, so that's good. Because that was my favorite series. I would want that too. GTA info videos, of course. There you go. I mean, that's just what it is. It is what it is. People value information more than they value my personality. That's the cold hard truth of it. People enjoy videos where I'm giving them some new information about a topic to do with a game that they like a lot more than they enjoy watching me race around a track. It is what it is. I'm not saying everybody. Those of you who are here watching this stream on a Friday night, watching some bloke go through some survey analysis, aren't included with that. So more GTA racing videos. Obviously, that's highly requested as well. Racing in general seems to be a good thing. GTA racing primarily, then real life racing, then proper racing. GTA news videos was actually quite highly requested, it seems, but I couldn't bring myself to do that, I don't think. Nos, at least with my content, there is no question that people are there for me. The cool kids value both. Yeah, I suppose. GTA. I can't take the stress of GTA news videos. I don't want that in my life. I don't want to feel like I have to get a video out as early as possible when Rockstar release even a tiniest little bit of information. So that's not going to happen, even though people are very interested in it. I don't know. Maybe I could bring something up for GTA 6 as a brand new series, but I feel like having news for GTA 5 now is not... There's no point. Again, it would probably be successful, but it's not necessary. Yeah, there's so many people doing it now already as well, that's true, that I don't need to get involved in any of that. And more vlogs. People don't want the vlogs, but you're going to get them anyway. Actually, people want non-racing online games less than the vlogs. Oh no, they don't. People don't want the vlogs the most. I have slowed down on the vlogs, but they're always going to be a thing. Product reviews, special vlogs, rambling vlogs. They're just not going to be as they're not going to be as frequent. Vlog your life, please. Sock Vortex with the 5 bits again. As a streamer, do you have any access to any data from Twitch? Can you see who is subscribing and can you contact them directly via email? I can send a message to all my subscribers, yeah, but it's not necessarily that everybody's gonna get the email or read it. Yeah, you guys like the vlogs. Again, I could put vlogs on random bits, but as soon as you start to think about something that goes up on my second channel, it immediately doesn't have as much... There's immediately less incentive to make it good, basically. Make it, put that extra effort in and the time in. Those special vlogs are some of the best videos I have on my channel, I think. That special vlog series. There's only 5 videos, but if I was putting those up on the second channel, they wouldn't have the music in, they wouldn't be as well edited, they wouldn't have the thumbnails sorted. I don't know. I feel like my second channel is perfectly placed for those Let's Plays and those random clips. And I think even though people don't care about the vlogs, people don't care about other content other than just GTA info, I feel like it's part of the identity of my channel. And if I was to get rid of them, I would be taking away some of the personality behind my channel, and that would, reduce the community that we have surrounding it, I think. And that's the thing, vlogs are very different to gaming videos as well, so it's natural that they're not going to be as liked. So, why do you watch my videos? This is the last question for YouTube content. This is turning out to be taking quite long, I didn't realise. We're delving really deep into this. Why do you watch my videos? 7,000 people. This was basically a sliding scale. This was entertainment only. This was information only. This was equal parts entertainment and information. And then obviously it's a sliding scale, so only 2.5% of people watch for entertainment only. Surprisingly, only 4% of people watch for information only, but again, the people who only watch for information probably aren't filling out the survey. There is a double the amount of people on 2 and 4, they'll watch a little bit for entertainment, but mostly for information. There's 23% of people who do that. Only 10% of people watch for mostly entertainment and a little bit of information. But by far the major one, 58%, nearly 60% of people watch for equal parts entertainment and information. So I think that's good. That's very much positive, given all of this stuff that we've just seen. That's a positive one to end on. So at least I'm somewhat entertaining as well as being informative. I just gotta be entertaining in the right places. GTA 5 racing videos only. Forget about the vlogs. Forget about, all the other stuff. I came for the information but stayed for the F620s. That's what I feel like a lot of, that's what it is. I bring people into the channel with the testing and the information, and then some people will stick around for the entertainment factor and personality factor and stuff like that. Hawk with the 100 bits. Yes, surveys are clearly for the entertainment loving crowd. Indeed. Thank you, Hawk, for the bits. Alright, Twitch content. So this will be interesting. This is for you guys who are watching on Twitch. How often do you watch my Twitch streams? Blue is never. Never is the single most. I mean, the survey was from YouTube people, but that's impressive that over half of all respondents never watch me on Twitch. Like, never, ever, ever, ever watch on Twitch live streams. That speaks volumes again. People think I'm entertaining to a certain extent, but not enough to sit through 4 hours of a live stream. People are more likely to watch on Sundays than they are Wednesdays or Fridays, though. And generally more likely to watch on Fridays than Wednesdays.
Oh, what a scumbag!
GS1876 with the 8 months. F620s are the sole reason I'm subscribed here. God damn it. Thank you, GS1876, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, we had 12,000 respondents to this survey. If, you know, that there's 200, 300 people who always watch on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. That makes sense because those are my viewer numbers. Before, you know, if I don't put up a video up on YouTube, those are kind of my viewer numbers on Twitch. If I'll put up a video up on YouTube, I get, you know, I don't know whether I quite get 1,000, but it's certainly better. So there are you know, a decent portion that frequently will watch my streams, but just not all the time. And then there's a even bigger portion that will watch every so often. And then there's a huge portion that never watch. Predator 1854 with 7 months in a row. I didn't realise you're on Twitch. Draconis with the 100 bits. Wow, where are all the bits coming from? Oh, it's all Draconis. Okay, Draconis is doing all the bits right now. Wait. Mr. Brezzo King with the 100 bits. Wait, you do Twitch streams? Draconis with the 100 bits. You need to announce more on YouTube that you're streaming. Most people on YouTube don't actually use Twitch regularly if they even have an account. Think about the user base and the size of each site. Yeah, I do. You know, I do put up on YouTube that I'm streaming every now and then, but I've done it a lot less because I don't want to flood people with videos just saying, you know, spamming that I'm streaming every time. And thank you, Draconis, for the further 400 bits. So thank you for the 500 bits. And Netrex with 100 bits. To be fair, I watch your stream so I can take part in the racing and try to crash you out or to get on the stream. I know that there's definitely some people who like that. Some people don't come to my streams unless it's on their platform playing a game that they can also participate in. And if they can't get into a lobby, they'll just not watch. Like, they're not interested in actually watching the stream. Thank you, guys. Flood them. You got to pump up those rookie numbers. Maybe I should do it more regularly. Put up a video on YouTube that I'm streaming. All right. If you answered with never or every so often to anything above, why? So this is why this is where we're finding out why people don't watch my Twitch streams. This is similar to the question earlier where we found out why people don't watch certain series. I prefer watching highlights later on YouTube instead if good things happen is the number one reason. Maybe if I wasn't to put up YouTube videos of highlights, people would watch Twitch more in case things actually happened. But if they know that good things are going to happen and they're going to end up on YouTube anyway, that's a fair point. When you think, you know, my live racing series is sometimes stream footage. Well, it's often stream footage. Quite often, the best parts of my streams will end up on YouTube. See, people don't necessarily need to go to YouTube, which makes sense. Never got to join your stream, but I try to watch every stream. Well, thank you, Dimmy Jordan. I appreciate it. Number 2 reason. The times you stream don't work out well for me. That's obvious. That's why I've done the Saturday stream now on a morning for those around the other side of the world. In Australia and stuff, so they can watch it at a more convenient time for them. So I have already addressed that one. I don't like live streams in general. So these are the 3 main reasons. There's a big gap to the 4th reason, but yeah, people who watch YouTube videos, just, you know, 3,500. So
what a scumbag!
31% of people don't like streams. That's 31% of people who answered never. So never or every so often. MB Hammer gifted a subscription to AOK Keensey. Enjoy your month of emotes, AOK. Thank you, MB Hammer, for the gift subscription. You guys are so kind with the gift subscriptions. The times aren't convenient for US people too. Most people who work at those times, 4 p.m. Yeah, but what can I do? I can't stream in the middle of the night. You know. That's why, you know, the Sunday streams are my most popular. And I know that because people are off on Sundays. MM with the $1. I only watch the streams so I can see the bad things happen. That's fair. Yeah, fair enough, Major Copyright. Thank you, MM, for the donation. Right, 20% of people answered with, I prefer watching in my own time as a past broadcast video on Twitch. That's surprising that there's almost 20% of people who do that. Hello to everybody who's watching this as a past broadcast. I know you're there. I know that you guys do it. I see the viewer numbers on my past broadcasts are always, you know, around the 100, 200 mark. So, thank you. Thank you for watching. Shout out to those of you who are watching this as a past broadcast on Twitch. 10% of people, so a big gap again to 10% of people. I didn't know you streamed on Twitch. There you go. That's what people were saying. I need to tell people more. Hi VOD people. I need to tell people more that I'm streaming on Twitch. I need to advertise it more on YouTube, clearly. 10% of people not knowing, that's quite a lot, to be fair. I don't know how, but that is a lot. I don't know whether people think that, you know, the live stream footage that I put up as videos, whether people actually think that that just is me playing not on a stream. Or maybe it's the people who don't watch those videos anyway, those live videos. People might just not watch any live stream footage even on YouTube, so they don't know that I stream at all. 8% of people, I only care about GTA vehicle info, nothing else. Yeah, makes sense. 6% of people, I only tune in when there's a new GTA DLC. Yeah, makes sense. 3.5% of people, I only watch GTA streams, I don't care about other games. So only a small percentage of people who only watch for GTA on my streams and don't watch for the rest of them. And again, these are all pretty much the same answers, just worded differently. Are my streams too regimented, or do you prefer the consistency? 65% of people preferred the consistency, and 35% of people prefer the variety. Which is interesting, because I've just gone back to having more variety in my streams. But I just need to do it for myself. I couldn't. I mean, we do have consistency with having GTA every Sunday, and you know, but I have to sometimes do what is better for me, and being able to choose what I play when I want to play it is healthier for me to put on better streams, honestly. Oh, what a scumbag! But then again, this is 10,000 respondents. Actually, we're going to see that later on. We're going to see, because I've got this on a spreadsheet, so we're going to get rid of all the responses from people who never watch and see if the results change. 65.3% of you are wrong. Consistent variety is variety too. Danger Dog with the 16 months in a row. In case you didn't know, Broughy also streams on Twitch. I feel that everybody who ends up watching this, and especially gets through to this part of this, you know, what will be hour and a half, however long it's going to be video, on random bits, they're probably going to already know that I stream on Twitch. Shout out to those of you who watch on random bits and get to this point in the first place. Thank you, Danger Dog, for the 16 months. And L. Alistair with the 100 bits. Love your stream, Adam. Should check out my friend's stream. Thank you. I don't have time to check out other streams. I don't watch other streams. I don't have time to scratch my ass. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. Shoeless with 100 bits as well. I'm only here for the chokes, the chat, and the Broughy Pika emotes. Fair enough, Shoeless. Thank you for the bits, man. Alright. How do you feel? You never know, better safe than sorry. Fair point, Danger Dog. How do you feel about the length of my streams? Just right. 75% of people said just right. 22% of people said 4 hours is too long, and only 3% of people said that 4 hours is too short. So yeah, between 3 and 4 hours, I think, is the right amount of time. Sometimes I finish my streams earlier than 4 hours long, just depending on how I feel. But again, having that ability and variety to do that. But I would always do over 3 hours, only in rare cases more than 4 hours. 24-hour streams every day. Would you prefer more variety in games on my streams? Well, that's pretty much the same. 46.9% and 46.6%. 46.9% said no, now is fine. 46.6% is yes, but still some GTA. That'll be the topic for after we do this survey analysis, actually. Figuring out some games to play and stuff. So, people like to have some variety, but not get rid of GTA. The blue, 0.6%. No more GTA at all. So people don't want to get rid of the GTA streams. So the tendency is to longer, not shorter. So it's 4 to 5 hours. 3% of people said it's too short. 25% of people said it's too long. So that would be between 3 and 4 hours. 25% of people are saying 4 hours is too long. Only 3% of people are saying 4 hours is too short. So yeah. And then, interestingly, only 6% of people said have GTA every stream. Having GTA every stream would kill me. But with this variety that I'm putting into my streams now, the good thing is that I can start with GTA, do an hour of GTA, do an hour and a half of GTA, and then move on to something else. So there can always be that GTA element there, the 5M element, even GTA 4. Yeah, Nos would know, having every stream GTA just does kill you. I know what that is. It does drain you, GTA, streaming it. At least for me, because it's so high intensity. But yeah, I'm happy with that because I'm making moves to make my streams a bit more variety filled in terms of what I play on them as well. So what would you prefer? This is the last question actually, because the final questions, I'm going to look at those later on because there's so many. They were just open-ended questions. What would you prefer? 1 YouTube video and 5 live streams, 2 YouTube videos and 4 live streams, all the way to 5 YouTube videos and 1 live stream. You got to remember that the majority of people answering this are from YouTube, so it's no surprise that 25% would prefer 5 YouTube videos and 1 live stream. That is so annoying. And only 1% would prefer 1 YouTube video and 5 live streams. But the majority would prefer 3 YouTube videos and 3 live streams per week. 28% would prefer 4 YouTube videos and 2 live streams per week. Only 7% want 4 live streams per week, which is what I've just changed to, of course. But yeah. RIP full-time streamer dream. Yeah, I know. I can't possibly... There's no way I could do that. But yeah, 3 and 3 is a good balance. I think it's possible under most circumstances for me to be able to do 3 YouTube videos and 4 live streams, or 4 YouTube videos and 4 live streams a week. But as long as, if I make 3 and 3 the minimum, then I think most people would be happy. Yeah, people wanting to see these questions, but there's so many of them, and you actually, they're so long-winded and stuff like that. This is all just for me. This is
triple scumbag.
This is for me to look at in my own time later on and read them through, and because I want to read all of them properly, So I'm leaving that for now. We're not going to go through all of this now. There were a lot of comments, and I'm really thankful for people who answered in such a long-winded way. And I want that just to be a personal thing. People are sending me a message personally to see what they think. to tell me what they think. And I'm not going to just display that all over the place. So no, that's it. But we do have more analysis to do. No, that's for later. There we go. Donald Truck with the tier 3 subscription for 10 months in a row. Well then. Thank you so much, Donald Truck, for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Soccer balling with a 50 bits, give us the write-ins or riot. No. More analysis indeed. We've moved over to spreadsheets now. Thank you, Donald Truck, for the 10 months in a row. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. And for the tier 3-ness of it all. So this is the... this is regarding where people are watching from. I will zoom in, don't worry. And this was after I'd manually put in all the correct countries for what people have inputted themselves. So now we actually have some, proper responses. Hang on, actually. Yeah, okay. 7,000 responses for country of residence. All right. So this is basically the country of residence stuff, but, shown properly. So this is actually something that I wanted to compare it to. How many people couldn't spell their own country right? More than I would like to say. So these are the results from the survey, all right? You were adjusting this in the States on one of Xerxes' streams, weren't you? I can recall the complaining. I was. Argentina. Argentina, it's first in the list. Yeah, I was doing all of this in America on my Surface. It was a pain in the ass. The amount of ways you can spell and say United States or put states instead of the country. Anyway. So the US was number one, 31.2% of people from the US and 18% of people from the UK. So those are my two biggest. Germany is third and Canada is fourth. That was expanding. These first five I kind of already knew. Interesting that Germany and the Netherlands and Sweden and Finland and Poland are all in the top 10. Denmark, them not being English speaking countries, but obviously the UK, US, Canada and Australia, English speaking countries, they were to be expected. But yeah, I've always known that Germany was third after the US and the UK, and I've never known why, but shout out to all you Germans out there. 6% of you, but I also We'll look at all the actual countries that filled in the survey as we go down, but I wanted to compare the survey results to the YouTube views and my YouTube analytics to see if it matched up. And it's amazing how it does match up. So these survey results are from 7,040 responses to the survey for this question. The YouTube views are from 4 million views in the last 90 days. This is the breakdown of what country those 4 million views came from. 35% of them were from the US, which is close to the 31% from the survey. 14% of them from the UK, with 18% from the survey. 4.7% from Germany, 5.9% Germany, 4.5% Canada, 4.8% Canada, 3.5% the Netherlands, 4.8% the Netherlands. Australia 2.9%, 3.9%. So the top 6 who answered the survey are actually exactly the same as my top 6 according to YouTube, which is pretty interesting. This is where it changes. Russians seem to like watching my videos, but not like filling in surveys. So 1.1% for the survey responses for Russia, but 1.7% for the... I mean, it's pretty close, really, with the percentages, but... Then we got Sweden, Poland, Finland, Brazil, Denmark. And over here we have Sweden, Finland, Poland, Denmark, Brazil. So the top, apart from Russia, the top 12, I think it is, apart from Russia and Norway, the top 12 are the same for the survey responses and the YouTube views, which is pretty interesting. That shows that the survey was representative, at least somewhat representative. It's kind of just a check to see how representative the survey was, and it was, at least it's somewhat representative of what I'm seeing. So shout out to all you Brazilians. I've always wanted to go to Brazil, and I'm surprised that have such a big percentage, respectively, of people watching from Brazil. Unknown, yes. Unknown is it is an interesting one. I didn't know that was even a thing, but 9% of my views had people were listed as unknown location. So YouTube didn't know where those views came from. Probably people using VPNs or something like that. I don't know. Surprising that it's 9%, but yeah, 360,000 views from people in the last 90 days where they don't know the location. And then if we look down the list of survey respondents, we could look at locations of YouTube analytics for days. There's so many analytics you can look at, but the survey respondents I think are more interesting. We've got Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore. So hello to all of you around that side of the world. I want to go around that side of the world and see some places. Mexico, Israel, Greece, Slovenia, Turkey, Argentina. 22 people from Argentina who filled out the survey. Croatia, Lithuania, Bulgaria, Latvia, South Africa. 8 people from China. Considering how big China is, I do not have many people from China watching. 6 people from Japan, even less from Japan. 21 from Bulgaria, indeed. Belarus, Iran, Jordan, Kuwait, Qatar, Venezuela, Kenya, Panama, Saint Martins. Or is it Martins? I don't know how you say it exactly. There's one super long... There we go. One person, I don't know whether that person will watch this or ever see this. Probably not. But whoever it was who filled out this survey 6 months ago from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Hello. How many Japanese? 6 people. 6 Japanese who filled out this survey. A lot of people from one person from Monaco. If you are that person from Monaco, do you want to, invite me to come and stay and chill for a bit? So yeah, a lot of people, one person from all these different countries. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's also interesting, that the topmost countries are obviously the European countries, but it's always surprised me that Germany is third. Did you not have folk from Antarctica and Vatican City when you looked at your analytics a while ago? I can't remember. Gibraltar is actually UK. Is Gibraltar listed on here? Yeah, okay. Missed it off then. It was me, my holiday home. Sarch. That's true. Why did I not know about this before? Germans love professionals, which is your style, bruv. Maybe. I guess there's that a thing. But yeah, of course, the US is number 1, UK number 2. More than 50% of my audience. Oh no, not more than 50% of my audience. Just under 50% of my audience. 49.4%. And even when you look at the combined on YouTube views, it's 49.8%. So 50% of people from the UK and the US. This is the last bit of analysis that I just did. I just copied this over right at the very end before I started the stream. So this is going to take a little bit of organizing for a second. But this is what I was talking about with filtering out the people who don't watch my streams. do a custom sort. So we'll do column A, then we'll do B, and then we'll do C. So we're going to get rid of the people who don't watch my streams, basically, and see if that changes the results of what people want to see from my streams. This is very much Twitch specific. So if we get rid of... Alright, I'm going to get rid of all of these. I will zoom in when I sort it out. So we're left with the majority of people that we're left with are people who've answered either always, every so often. Alright, there's some every so oftens and nevers here. Let's get rid of anyone that's put never twice with an every so often. And then not seeing many. All right. So now what I want to do is L. Alistair with the 100 bits. Australia, where punching kangaroos, drinking goon bags, fighting police, and everyone gets called mate is normal. Thank you for the 100 bits, man. So this is the people. This is getting rid of the people who don't watch my streams, and we're going to see if it changes what people want from my streams. We got rid of like 5,000 responses. (1,426) prefer consistency. Wait, why is that not sorted all of it? Excuse me. Oh, it's because okay. I missed a bit. This is some in-depth survey analysis now. Now we're looking deeply into the data. 1,790. Remember that number. 1,790 versus 846. Why would I pull up a calculator when I've got it right here? 1,790, 846. Do that. That divided by that, and then that divided by that. It's pretty much the same, isn't it? 35%, almost 65%. Pretty much the same for preferring more variety is less preferred than preferring consistency. Interesting. Length of streams. We don't really need to look at that, I don't think. What would you prefer? That's probably a good one to look at. See if that changes based on the amount of people that, based on the people who, you know, watch my streams more. $52 for one YouTube video. Damn it. This was just something off the cuff that I decided to do last minute, by the way. That's why it's doing so haphazardly. 282. 52. 282 for 2 videos. It's probably going to show the same things, isn't it? Do you know what? It'll be more interesting, I think. Actually. Is if we get people who put always or frequently to 2 or more things. So let's get rid of that. Frequently, every so often. Let's get rid of those as well. All of these every so oftens we can get rid of. Lots in the every so often. Yeah, I should have got rid of these before. Oh my god, so many. Get rid of all those. Always, frequently, got some always in there. Let's get rid of these 2. We'll keep all the frequentlies. Scroll hype. Get rid of the 2 nevers. Alright. Again, this is very much off the cuff, just winging it at this point. Then let's do that again. Alright, there we go. Much less that we need to work with now. Shula's with 100 bits, spreadsheet 1322. Thank you, Shula's. Appreciate it. What was Coin saying earlier about pivot tables? You missed Raymore's bits. Where was Raymore? Oh yeah, that was 21 minutes. That was 20 minutes ago. Jesus. Sorry, Raymore. I'm only here to watch you play Remothered. Old booty guys missing you. Raymore, I will never ever play that again. Thank you for the bits. Sorry that I missed them. Oh, I'm done. That was 20 minutes ago. Alright, we can delete that. We don't really need that information either, I don't think. Oh, that one. Actually, no, that would be interesting to see. How do you do a pivot table? What's that all about? I don't know any of that. Insert. None of this is helping me. I like just brute forcing these things. Explain, Coin. Explain. How do I do this? I thought he was good at Excel. I know what I need to know, alright? I don't know any more than that. Did nothing. There is a header already. You've been lost in spreadsheet mode. I kind of felt like I realized at the end of that, like, whatever, 10 minutes it was, that I was lost in spreadsheet mode. I was busy sorting things out. I wasn't saying much. And then at the end, I kind of I realized, like, Jesus. I just been lost in everything. table. Oh, there, pivot table. It's right there. Select a table or range. So if I do these three, because these are the three that I'm interested in. What is... What? What? I don't understand what I'm doing. Row labels. Where's the count? Where's the... What? You have to put something in the value column for it to count. Okay, did I not? I don't think I did it properly. I think I just skipped and didn't do things properly. Let's try again. Alright, so let's use all of it. How do you get the values? This did not take me less time. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh! Oh! Found it! Okay. But... Hang on, let's get rid of this. Are my streams too regimented? I don't want that as... No, I didn't find it. I don't want that. I don't want that as a value. I want the answers as a value. Column labels. And then... This is painful. Do you know what? We're just doing it manually. I'm going to learn how to do pivot tables in the future, right? But I'm not learning how to do pivot tables on a stream. That wasted so much time considering how quickly this is going to go. So 367 out of, oh Jesus, out of 533. What did I say? 367. So it's about the same. The consistency, people generally prefer consistency. Only 3 people who always watch my streams want no more GTA at all. We got 222 want more variety but still some GTA, and 274 want think it's fine now. Yeah, this is all the same. It's no change really, is it? 20 people want one YouTube video and 5 live streams a week. $106 people want 2 YouTube videos and 4 live streams per week. 287 people want 3 and 3. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Putting it into only people who always watch my streams hasn't changed the results really, percentage wise. So that's the end. That's the end. Anybody who's watching this on Broughy's Random Bits and managed to make it here, well done. This is the only stream where you'll see a backseat Exceller. So yeah, there we go. Spreadsheet hype. Thank you guys for filling out this survey when you did. It has been a big help in allowing me to figure out what to focus on and all that kind of stuff. And even though it's taken 6 months to get this survey analysis done, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and I appreciate it. So we're done. I guess we're going to be turning my channel into a full-on testing series, GTA testing series channel now.